Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Happy Father's Day. Today is Sunday, June 21st. So happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. Before I kick off this video, I think I should probably address the fact that my hair is a solid 4 to 5 inches shorter than my previous videos. Yeah, and I still also have that color, the magenta color in there. So that's still going on. But yeah, I got my hair cut a week ago with my amazing hairdresser, Casey, and I'm so excited. My hair feels so much better. It's healthier. Obviously, all the dead ends are cut, and it's summertime in Florida, which means it's about to be hot, super hot. So one, it takes me like 10 minutes to do my hair in the morning, and two, I'm not sweating as much during the day. Okay, so today's video is kind of going to counter last week's video. So last week's video was very much in the past, where it all began with my relationship with alcohol, and definitely was very serious, very not happy. So this week's video is going to talk about the present, where I am today, and what I've been able to accomplish because of my sobriety. So this will definitely be a happier video. If you're interested to see, what majorly changed ever since I became sober and kind of what I'm up to now, keep watching. Don't forget to subscribe below, like this video. Please comment any questions that you might have, any topics that you want to discuss. If there's things that you personally are going through that you want to see my feedback on, definitely share that. Obviously, if you want to be a little more private, you can email me, stillsober.ct@gmail.com. Okay, today's video, what I'm up to now. So I kind of mentioned this a little bit in my last video. I became sober 2 months after I started my job at the current company I am with now. And so, that was a very entry-level position. I learned a lot. I have a great team that I worked with. My manager is incredible. Honestly, the company I work for is far and few between. They are very, very concerned with the culture that they have. So they are very much in tune with what their employees are saying, our opinions, how we feel about the company. The overarching feel is startup company mindset with Fortune 500 resources. So that kind of plays a big part into how I got to be where I am today, because there's input that the company takes from its employees, and it's not this big Fortune 500 where, entry-level people, you're never heard. So becoming sober 2 months after I started this job, let me really take on the role fully for what it was. When I was drinking, I was functioning so I could go to class, graduate, get my degree, get a job, keep my job. It wasn't deterring me from keeping a job. But what alcohol was doing was it was keeping me from seeing long term. So like figuring out one, and the most important thing is, what do I want to do with my life? We all go to college, we get a degree. Most of the time we switch. Most of the time you graduate with a degree and do nothing with it because you really don't know what you want to do. So if the average person already has trouble figuring out what they want to do, imagine most of my life and my day is recovering from a hangover, and two, planning the next time I was going to drink. My main focus was drinking. So I got rid of that. And so my main focus was then sobriety, but also I was starting to see more clearly what I was doing with my life. So in relation to my job, I was becoming an expert in my job and the tools I was using. I was able to realize that I like training people. So if it's like new hires, new people on my team, which is where it started, that's one part. That's really great for you to see someone has zero idea of like how the softwares work, how things kind of fit together. And then a few months later, every floating piece comes to fit into this one puzzle. And seeing that connection in that person is incredible to me. It's honestly super rewarding for me. And then if I expand this externally to our clients, I still get that same reward. Our team, again, It's a smaller team, so there's not a lot of new hires. So this, seeing someone not get it process was not very often. But taking it externally to our clients, like I could see this pretty much every day. And it was incredible to me. So I was in that entry level position for a lot longer than a normal person would be. I think it was 2 years, almost 3 years. And then during that last year, I started to do extra. So in a company where you're a startup mindset with Fortune 500 resources or big company resources, you have the ability to recognize a gap in the company or a need in the company and start doing things to show, one, there's a need, and two, that you're the good person to fill that need. So that last year on my original team, I did my normal job. And in addition, started training our clients on the software that I was becoming an expert on. Then I temporarily moved to a different role that was similar to my old role, but more on a one-on-one basis. So I really created relationships with our clients, but it also did increase the training aspect that I really did like. So that was a little more short term. And then it took us to where we are today. This is year 4. Yeah, this summer will be year 4. So this past year was that new position. And then now I'm currently transitioned into essentially a role that I've always wanted, but really showed the company there was a need for it. And they gave me the honor of being that person to fill that role. So I am officially, well, kind of officially a full trainer. Like my main goal will eventually in the very short term be 100% training in that capacity. If it's internal, external, but for right now, externally training. And I am beyond excited. So not only do I work for an amazing company that I really look forward to working for every day, my daily tasks are doing exactly what I want, exactly what I love to do. I love training people, organizing things, showing people things, creating content for people to learn. So that's the biggest current thing that's going on with me. And I can 100% say that if I did not get sober, it would never have happened. I would be working still for the same company, again, functioning alcoholic, just not in a role that I love, not doing things all day, every day that I love. And, that's not satisfying. No one ever wants to go and do a job that they're like, I'm okay doing it. Like I'm good at it, but I don't love what I do. I think everyone's main goal is to work for a company that they feel supported in, but also doing daily tasks that they enjoy. So super excited about that. Other big things that are happening now. I have really, really good relationships with the friends I have. Granted, the number of friends I have is significantly smaller than the friends I had when I was drinking. But the number to me doesn't matter because even though I had more friends before, the quality of the friendship was honestly acquaintance. Looking back at the interactions I had with people in the past, they're more acquaintances. We would, hey, you want to go downtown? Let's go out and drink. Let's have Sunday fun day, like go out for brunch. But do I know their family? No. Do I know like their upbringing? No idea. Do I know like what their goals are? No idea. So even though the number of like total friends I have is a fourth of what I used to have, the people I'm friends with, I know these things. I know their like family. I know, at least if I haven't met them, like the dynamic. I know my friends' career goals, their life goals. And so when I'm interacting with people or coming up upon things online or when I'm out, I'm like, oh, wait, I remember my friend said they want to do this. They're interested in this. Let me connect them to that. Like that to me is a true friendship. It's not, hey, let's, hang out, let's have dinner, let's have drinks, and then nothing. I mean, yeah, that's great company, but a real friendship, you're looking out for each other. You're helping each other grow. You're helping each other achieve things. But that's the big thing with becoming sober is you see clearly what you're doing, what your actions have on other people, what their actions have on you, and the type of person they are. And so the main thing, despite how much of a downer my last video was, in reality, where I am today, it's incredible. I'm in an incredible space. Even with this COVID thing, I'm in a very good space. And I think anybody out there is capable of getting to a good space. And when I say good space, that's something we have to keep in mind is that differs from person to person. But I think with the support of people, you can get there. And so you just need to find those right people. So I'm going to end this video because you don't need to watch me for a very long time talking about things. But please, if you are not even trying to handle addiction, but you're in a space where you just aren't achieving the things you want, you don't feel full or complete, reach out to me. I would probably say email to keep it a little personal. If you're open and you want to comment, definitely comment. But let's get to this point where we can figure out, okay, I am not feeling complete in my relationships with my significant other or my friends. Let's, figure out if you're not feeling useful at work or getting the full effect that you could, you're not feeling accomplished at work. Let's start talking, because even though my realization of these things came from becoming sober and having a clear mind, I think just having a conversation with someone about, what's going on can help you, one, figure out what ultimately you want to get to, what point you want to get to, which then could change all of that. Again, not a psychiatrist, just a really insightful person that's gone through a hazy life to finally seeing clarity in life. Anyways, love you guys. I love the support. Please comment any feedback, questions, topics. Like I always say every time, I want this channel to be an open space, to be educational. So stay safe, everyone. All right. Bye.